just like that, y'all, on a snap of a finger, we
What
back.
it
You know what I'm
do? What
saying?
it do?
We back. It's the podcast that y'all been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? And just like a crack addict, we back at it. You know what I'm saying? It's your host with the most, King Time, aka Time Waits for No Man. And you already know. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my boy. You know what I'm saying? Bug, break them down. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and let them know around town, man.
Hey man, if you ain't breaking them down, you get them broken down, man. You feel me? It's just like that,
Yeah.
baby. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But, just like that, we going to get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Right around town. You know what I'm saying? Number one movie right now on Netflix is that Tyler Perry new movie, Straw. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been talking about it. I know
That
everybody been seeing
motherfucker
the
hot,
memes.
nigga.
Yeah,
That
everybody been
motherfucker
talking
hot.
about it. I know everybody been seeing the memes out there and everything. So, we
How
had
you
to get
feel
into this
about it?
movie.
How you feel about it? You feel me?
I feel like
Seeing the turnout.
I feel like it was a good movie. I feel like she did what she had to do for her daughter, man. Like anybody would, any good parent, would. But I just feel like, she went through a fucked up day. She had one of them days and she
Yeah,
snapped. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And did some shit she probably wasn't supposed to do. But she did it,
Ah,
It
yeah,
happens.
yeah.
It happens. So
And
how
them
you feel
triggers.
about it? Yeah, how you feel about it?
Ah, oh man, I feel like Shorty in the bank. I ain't gonna lie, the young Shorty in the bank, man. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
The little fake making good looking like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like her. You feel me? Not to I feel for the movie. You feel me? Don't get me wrong. I feel for the
Yeah.
movie and the storyline of it. Don't get me wrong. It was a tear jerker. I ain't dropped one, nigga, but you feel me?
Yeah.
They was there. Uh, but yeah, it was one of them. But yeah, I feel like overall, I feel like the girl in the thing. Not as far as after finding out, you feel me? I'm gonna go tell and shit now, you feel me? Type shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like was feel like that part, you feel me? It was just one of those. But yeah, she was wrong though for sure. I feel like it was parts throughout it where it could have altered a whole lot of, would have saved a whole lot of shit. You feel me? Especially from the ending that I feel like happened. You feel me? Cause I feel
Yeah.
like you feel me. You feel me? They gotta go. Shout out.
You're
R.I.P.
stupid.
You feel me?
Yeah. Um if you could free her, would you free her at the end if you was
If,
the judge?
if I was the
And
judge,
if you was the judge and that was your case you was dealing with, how would
like,
you go?
and that's the case is me seeing the movie type shit. Is
Yeah.
me like me watching a movie.
Yeah, it's like you watching the movie.
I'm not even gonna stunt, man. Free Janaya, man. We gonna
Uh,
go like that. I feel like she had to do some community service. You feel me? It's something she got to give back. Even though she gave back, but she got to go to get her health. Her mental health checked. You feel me? I feel like that's it.
yeah.
I feel like that's what the message was. Ultimately, you feel me, on a larger scale of things. That and triggers. So yeah, but yeah, I would have freed her for sure. You feel me? Community service though is a must though. 'Cause tonight you gotta give me back something. You feel me?
Yes.
Uh,
I mean, I feel like she gonna have to do some time for killing the dude, the boss or whatever.
nah, but
You
nah,
know,
fuck that. So if we
but
doing that, nigga, but even on that, even on how he treated her in the movie, that's how you rolling with it. She still gonna have to do time about that. You feel me? Given the situation, given her
nigga,
situation.
like I know that don't mean that niggas
No,
that treated her
no,
nigga wrong.
nigga,
Nigga,
nah, fuck
he
that. You
needed to
said
be
you the judge.
smoked.
It said you the judge. That's what I said. You get to decide if she's gonna do the time or not. So you gonna still give her time just because you feel like it's the right thing to do
I mean, at the end of the day,
on the circumstances of the
you not
movie?
you're not about to get life. You're not about to get hella long for killing a nigga. But we gotta slap you
What
on
would
the
you have
wrist, you
gave
know what I'm
her?
saying?
What would
Just
you have gave?
because it's the law. You know what I'm
What
saying?
would you have gave Janaya, man?
You gonna have to do a quick little nickel, baby.
Okay, that's
You gonna have to
wild.
do
A nickel,
a quick little
a,
nickel,
a
a little
nickel is
nickel.
crazy.
You gonna be out. You
So
gonna be good.
even given like I said, our evidence is the movie, you know. So even based off of how he treated her, you gonna give her a nickel.
Because at the end of the day, he did treat her wrong. But that it doesn't mean you take somebody's life. But she took the nigga life because he was like, oh, so you had something to do with this. Oh, oh, you about to be life. Hey, what did he say? His last thing he said, oh, we gonna see how you gonna appear behind bars or whatever.
Nah.
And she shot
Okay,
that nigga.
okay. On the
Yes,
serious, it's
yeah.
not funny. It's not funny.
Let's see how you gonna be appearing behind bars or whatever.
Serious note though.
And
Serious
nigga,
note
she
though. So you
popped that
can't do
nigga.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't play that. And that's why I say I don't want to spoil the movie too much. So you feel me? But you can't
Nah,
play
fuck
that.
that nigga. The
No,
movie been out
not
for a
okay.
while.
Okay.
If
Okay.
y'all
Fuck
ain't
it.
watched
Okay.
the
No. All
movie,
right. Well, fuck.
that's
Fuck.
y'all fault,
Well, fuck.
nigga.
We can't play that card. You know, if she's still thinking her daughter is alive, you feel? We still thinking her daughter alive. You feel me? At that point in the movie, you feel me? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, that's the only part that it sucks you to me. And the evidence is that it flips the script on us. You feel me? So the movie is really lying, and then it flips the script on us and tells us the truth. So at the end of the day, given the evidence from with the truth that we thought it was originally, it's free Janaya, man. You feel me? Give me community service. You feel me? I feel like she's a good person. I feel like she shouldn't even have to do no community service. Honestly, I think just go do some time.
Just
You feel me?
walk,
Get your health,
just walk
get your
away
mental
from it.
health right. Yeah, get your mental health right. You feel me? And then you can walk away from that.
I ain't
Just
gonna lie.
given the circumstances. You feel me? She's a hard working woman. She
How
just
I
lost her daughter.
feel.
She showed up to work and you couldn't give her check, man. It's crazy, bro. Like,
Nah. How I feel. You
and
know what I'm
then you didn't
saying?
take none of the
Shit.
customers as a boss, nigga. You were just like, you guys gotta wait till she get back. Is crazy. So she gotta come back, clean up the mess, go put the shit back, and then come back. You ain't taking no customers. Is wild, bro.
Hey, and I just thought about how he tried to play her though. Remember, she's like, "Can I get my check? Your check is coming in the mail. You fired now. Your check
Yeah,
is
yeah, like
coming
you
in
said.
the mail."
And then that's what I said, given the circumstances in the movie, you know, like I said, you finna put my daughter finna get put out. You feel me? The whole nine. I need this. You feel me?
I
And then
need
not even to mention the $40.
You're funny.
You know, so free Janaya on my behalf. I don't think she should have done
Look,
no time. You
she
feel
gonna
me?
get some time, Bradley. You know what I'm saying? She didn't kill Brody. She killed Brody, but not even just that.
Hey,
She
yeah, he
probably gonna get.
said that, yeah.
She ain't
You
gonna
feel
get
me?
that
He's
much time
giving
for
her
that.
the big
She gonna
nickel.
get that nickel, but at the same time, she also robbed the bank. Even though she didn't really rob the bank, she still robbed the bank because she pulled the gun out and made the girl cash the check. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, she
Come
still
on.
she still robbed the bank, even though she didn't rob it for
Ish.
no money. She still
Ish.
considered
Come
that's
on, but
still
you
considered
can't
rob.
do her like that. You
You know what I'm saying?
cannot.
So
You can
she
just
gonna
know
do some
if she
time.
would have cashed that check, like I said, scratch the rob of the bank. You feel me? Say for example, if she would have just didn't hit the button and the alarm don't go off for whatever reason, hypothetically, you know, she just cash the check. You feel me? You know, give her the five, whatever the fuck she used the
They
five
try to do
hundred
the
dollars.
protocol and try to, yeah, we need the ID. Like, come on now, bro.
Nah,
I hate
nah,
that shit
but
too
it's
with the banks too. Like, come on,
nah,
now, I've
it's
been coming
cool.
here this whole
I
time.
get
I
it,
know
but you
y'all
gotta
got a
respect
picture.
something. That's
I
the
know
problem with
y'all
the
got a
world. They don't
picture
feel
of
like they
me
gotta
in
respect
y'all
nothing no
system.
more. There's no rules. They feel like there's no rules, man. That's the problem with the world. There's no rules. There's no
There's no
structure no more.
rules.
You know.
You're
It,
funny.
but don't get me wrong. I feel like I get you where you're coming from, but I feel like they just would have snapped to you. Feel me? I feel like that's what it is ultimately. I feel like that's all. You feel me? They should have just cashed the check. You feel me? Because if don't no police get involved, she cashes that check. She's able to go probably pay that rent. You feel me? And, she's thinking, like I said, my daughter's here the whole time. This before we find out. You feel me? She's thinking, nigga, my daughter, we finna go be able to put our shit back in the apartment. You feel me? You know
You're
what I'm
hella stupid.
saying? Cause it's already, cause it's out on the street now. You feel me? Type shit. So and that's what I'm getting at. So yeah, like I said, it's free deny. I feel like he should have just gave her a check. I feel like I'm right here in the flesh with it. Given the circumstances, like I said, my daughter, I didn't plan on robbing the place. You feel me? No, that shit just happened. You feel me? They probably would have shot
Yeah.
you anyway. We don't know. If I would have never fought them, they probably would have ended up shooting you. You feel me? Type shit. You know, it don't act like I said, it was a justifiable act at first. You feel me? When she first grabbed it, you feel me?
You're hella stupid.
And then it became the shit when she got the gun. I need this for my daughter. That's when it became that nigga. I need this for my daughter. You feel me? That's when it became real when she started wrestling with him, and then she got the gun and shit. And I need this for my daughter. Boom, boom, boom. That's when, oh, you part of this. You feel me? And that's
You
when
part of it. Yeah, that's when that came in. That nigga was
because
like,
that's when that came.
oh, you
Because
thought you was
if
slick.
she doesn't wrestle with the nigga, you don't get the gun. You probably still don't get your check. You feel me? The movie ends there. So like, and that's what I was saying. It had to have kept going because like, but he wasn't gonna. He was gonna strong on you for that gun if you didn't shoot him. You feel me? For the check, and that's why they made that issue to have blood on the check. So like, you ain't even your stupid ass think it's blood on the check. Oh, you must have kids, huh? Just goofy ass up. You feel me?
Yeah,
You
you would have
know,
seen that was
it
real
was
blood.
blood. Yeah, you gonna see that shit would have been stained. Dude. Come on, man. You see the blood stain. Come on, you the thin ass check paper. Come on, man. You gonna see.
You
And it
know.
was a splatter of it. It was like a,
Yeah, I agree with
but
that. You ain't lying. You would have seen that was real blood. But you, like you said, it's a movie, man. They got to keep it going.
yeah, shout out Star, man. It was a good ass movie. 10 out of 10. You feel me?
Nah, yeah, it was a good
Nah, not a
ass.
10 out of 10. I give it probably like a 9.5. Nine,
It
nine
was a
out of
good movie
10.
though, for sure. It was a good movie.
But yeah, fool. How
But
you feel about these NBA finals though? You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie, I told you, bro. I see Game 7. You didn't want to believe me, and
You
it's
said
looking
game
like I
seven.
might be right. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
a shit.
say Game 7, and I don't know who's gonna win the Game 7.
You
I
said game
can't tell
seven.
you that. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not that
Because it can go
interesting.
either way. But I think Game 7, bro. I think this is gonna be the first Game 7 we had in some years. You gotta think we ain't had a Game 7 in the finals since what?
But
Y'all?
but why do you think it would be a game seven? And yes, you are correct. It was us, Warriors cast.
I think because you gotta think that this is what makes one of the best NBA finals. That's what they're gonna be like. Look, it went to Game 7, and the whoever
It,
wins is going to be their first NBA championship. So now it's kind of like it's a battle for who really wants it. And I
I
feel
feel
like
like
that's that story where it's like, okay, the Pacers wanted it that bad where it went to Game 7, but when it was time, to put it away, they put it away. Or the Thunder wanted it that bad. SGA
yeah,
really turned into Kobe and, went out there and averaged
and
30
that's what I
some
was
points.
saying, and that's why I
Or,
say I think
this and this and that. And they go off to win. So it's
on the
like,
record, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I say the Thunder finna put it away in six. I don't think it goes game seven. They go back to Oklahoma, take care of business, and then go back to Indiana and take care of business.
that's what you think.
Yes, I believe so.
No.
I believe so.
I think Thunder go back and take care of business, like you said, and then the Pacers come back and take care of business, and then it goes to that Game 7.
So you
Whereas
think?
it's
So you
in the
think?
Thunder, it's OKC. They get that advantage, so it can
Yeah.
fall their way. But that's what I'm saying. It can also go the other way, where the Pacers just come back like they usually do, and have that, that
Yeah,
game where they're just
but
hitting on cylinders.
I don't see it, bro. Like I said, I don't think Halliburton has had one of those series this far, as far as putting up them highlight numbers, them leadership numbers in the playoffs and the finals. Don't get me wrong, as a team, they've been able to collectively get it done, but I don't think he's reached that level, and I think that's where Shea is going to separate this the series, and we're going to see them win in six. I feel like his team is going to eventually pick it up. We seen Caruso give you a good 20 the other night, so overall, like I said, I think the Thunder is in favor right now. You go in there when you win a big one, because that's when you want to see a game like Halliburton when he gives you 30 to put the cap on this. This is putting the cap on it, or at least giving you guys some cushion. And I'm
Yeah,
not saying, let up off the gas, feel like you guys got it, but it would have gave you guys that cushion, that gap to just be able to, like, all right, boom, we can lose one, give you that
yeah,
feeling like, we still go try to win it, but, we can lose one and still be in, be on, be, what I'm trying to say was, be game ready, this is one and done, this is still our one and done, you know what I'm saying? We just got one more still, And you guys could have did that early and put them guys on them heels to where their players may not be able to get in rhythm because they're thinking twice about taking shots. Now they won't Shea Gilchrist to take all the shots. Now they're not as confident as taking the shots. You feel me? Because now these games matter. I feel like the players' confidence changes as these games change. As they shift, especially as the series shifts, the confidence in the role players will change. You know, you want Shea to take these shots. So now Shea's putting up, 30 plus shots, you feel me? And they're not even all good looks, So now we got them jacking up shots. And it's the same thing how a lot of teams fall, that have shooters, that have one guy. You feel me? That's the guy. I don't think Oklahoma has this guy that can just pick up the slack. Same in the Indiana, they have it collectively as a whole, but I don't think Miles Turner and Siakam are both going to give you 25, you know. So Halliburton has to be that other guy that can pair with either one of those two to give you 25, 25, and 25 and 30, type shit paired, as a leader, type shit. And I feel like as Halliburton doesn't do that, they're not gonna keep winning these close games.
I ain't gonna lie. Obi Toppin and them is stepping up too, though.
But that's why I said,
You
as a
know,
team collectively, they've been getting it done. But that's why I say what's gonna separate these games are I feel like these next ones. Now that I feel like OKC has built that confidence, you got to think
yeah,
Caruso just had a big night. He hasn't had a good game in the series yet. Now this confidence is changing. The game has shifted. Were already favored. We went to the underdog because we fell. We lost. It was looking bad. Now we tied the series up, and now we're still home favorite again.
I ain't gonna lie. I might be. You know what? I'm rolling with the Pacers.
You rolling with the Pacers?
I'm rolling with the
Man,
Pacers.
Halliburton finna do exactly what he did and choke.
All right, we
Fucking,
gonna
we
see.
finna,
We gonna see. I ain't gonna lie. I think the Pacers. I think the Pacers win Game
um,
Seven. Like I said, it
fucking
goes to
see
a
game
Game
seven.
Seven. I think the Pacers pull it out. I think Siakam. I think Obi Toppins. I think fucking your boy Tyrese and all them Halliburton. All them. They gonna have a good game. And that white boy
Halliburton.
too, McConnell. He
I,
gonna have a good game. And the
Halliburton's
Pacers
gonna
gonna win.
have to for them guys to win, bro. For them guys to win this finals, bro. For
Pacers,
them to
man.
win it all,
Hey, Reggie
he's
Miller,
gonna
baby.
have
I
to.
see you, man. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
gonna have to. And
I
then
see you,
what's
Reggie.
crazy is he's
You know what I'm
gonna have to
saying?
win. He's gonna have to win
Y'all
this
niggas
game.
coming with a ring,
I
man.
feel like the only way he wins is that they win this game. Yeah, you win this game, you probably got a chance to win it. You feel me? But if you don't win this game, I think the Thunder close it out in six, bro. In no seven.
Nah, bro. Pacers got this, bro. Pacers got this. I'm telling you all day. Pacers gonna go in there and whoop the motherfucking
Halliburton finna be called
whoop the motherfucking Thunder's
Halliburton.
ass. They gonna
Go.
whoop the Thunder's ass. I lived in Oklahoma for a little while. Oklahoma ain't about
Halliburton.
shit.
Halliburton finna
They
be
about to
called
whip
nigga
Oklahoma's
Halla
ass.
garbage.
Watch.
Halla garbage.
I tell you, I think Tyrese goes out there and drops a 30-piece McNugget on them
30?
niggas. And I think
30?
Siakam follows him with a 28-piece
But if
McNuggets.
that's why I say, yeah, if he drops a 30, I don't think nobody else does that. They don't be able to step up, the ladder, and that's why I say I don't think so. You feel me? Because that's what they go say. They already tell Halliburton, hey, bro, you got to pick up these numbers. Hey, you got to score, bro. We're paying you to score. You got to score. And
Matter of
that's
fact,
exactly.
I see it like this. I think Pacers win next game, and the Thunder wins in Indiana.
Nah. That's the only way. That's the only way the Pacers are going to win the finals is if they win this second game. You feel me? And I don't even think they might win. I feel like even then they still going to choke, and that's the only way they can push that game 7. But that's your only hope of the game 7 is that they win tomorrow. You feel me?
Yeah.
But if they lose tomorrow, game 7. No longer.
You're funny. Nah, I don't know, bro. I think the Pacers is gonna do it.
Nah.
I think the Pacers is calling that shit. I think Reggie Miller, I think Mike Epps and them niggas is gonna be happy as a motherfucker this summer. Happy. Cause I'm happy. Feeling like for real.
So how you feeling about the NFL and shit? Feel me on the sports and shit right now. How you feel about the NFL?
I think my Vikings. I think I'm not gonna lie. I think JJ is out there doing this thing. Everybody underestimating damn JJ McCarthy. Not JJ, not Jefferson. Not my boy JJ, but JJ McCarthy. I think everybody underestimating him.
And I think that he about to come out there. He had to let people know who your team was first.
He about to go out there and have a Tom Brady year on these niggas, man. And I think we going all the way to the championship. And I think he gonna be the first sophomore quarterback in a long time to lift that Lombardi, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's
to
crazy.
Lift that Lombardi, man.
Who was the last one to do it?
I think
Kirk it was the I think it was the Wash quarterback you said. I think it's that Wash quarterback you just said. We were talking about the other day. The Wash
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, I believe it was Russ, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Nah, hell no.
Was it Russ?
I don't think it wasn't Russ. I don't think. He didn't win the second year, I don't think. I don't know, though. You could be right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
you could be right.
Though.
I think it might be Russ. You ain't lying. But that's what I'm saying, though. That's GOAT shit. I can give Russ that. That was some GOAT. If he did do that, that's some GOAT shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think. But the reason why it's different, though, because JJ McCarthy didn't play at all. So this is really like his rookie year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's
I ain't taking nothing from JJ. Nah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like the Blake Griffin shit. You know what I'm saying? How Blake Griffin got to play. Yeah. So it's like that, But football, they don't really have that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a sophomore year technically. But really, it's really like his rookie year.
I don't know, man. I don't think you guys are going to do that this year. But I can't say too much. I don't think my Raiders are going to be the best. I think we finally made the playoffs. So I got a high hopes for the playoffs. I feel like this is the year of the Chiefs' descend right now. So I feel like the AFC West is kind of in that fragment to where we could get it. They may get it, But I know the Chiefs is on the decline.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Y'all Raiders is gonna be cool. Y'all got Geno Smith. Y'all probably gonna win 10 games. I can see y'all going 10
about
and 7.
The Geno shit, man.
I can see y'all going. I can see y'all going 10 and 7. I can see y'all going 10 and 7. I think y'all might go 10 and 7. You know what I'm saying? And I think y'all might get into the playoffs and win. I think y'all might win that first wild card game and win, and then lose in the second round in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good year for the Raiders.
I think we like a 9 and 8. You feel me? We get into the playoffs. You feel me?
Oh, so you went a game under. So you saying it's a
Yeah, I
game
feel like
under
we,
9-8?
we just now. I feel like we just putting it together. I don't think, and not even just putting it together as far as because everybody's gonna be like, well, Pete Carroll and Geno Smith, they came from the Seahawks together. Nah, but we talking
Yeah.
about we putting it together as a team. I feel like we still putting it together. I feel like we're gonna rely a lot on this Genty rookie that we just took in the draft. But I feel like as a Raider fan, I feel like it's gonna be some football to watch. I feel like I think we're gonna see some exciting stuff. I feel like AP still was a coach for me. I wish we could have got these players and kept AP, the culture. But I'm excited to see what Pete Carroll may be able to do. You feel me? Especially if we're able to get a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think y'all, like I said, 10-7. I see it. I think
Yeah.
it really might happen. 10-7 might be y'all record, but you might be right. Y'all might be 9-8. I can see y'all being 9-8 too. You know what I'm
I said
saying?
8 and 9. I said eight
Oh,
and
you said
nine.
8-9?
Yeah, I said 8 and 9. I said eight and
Ooh,
nine. I don't.
8-9. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but I
you went
still see
two
us
games
making.
under.
Yeah, I still see us making the
Okay,
wild
so
card. I see us making a push into the playoff. I see us being one of those teams. I feel like our defense is gonna be good this year, and honestly, I got
I
a
ain't
lot of
gonna lie.
expectations for us. You
I ain't
feel
gonna
me?
lie. I see y'all winning more than 8 games, but you might be right. You know your team better than me, so you
Yeah,
might
yeah.
be right.
But like even y'all, bro, I see y'all winning about a good, probably same thing, bro. Good 8. You feel me? 8 and 9 for y'all. Nah.
Nah, we
Nah.
not gonna be
And
over
that's
there with
and that's
y'all,
being
man.
modest. That's being modest. Now I feel like
Hey,
you guys putting a lot
hey,
of pressure on this rookie,
look,
bro. And
look,
even if y'all don't go with him, y'all guys don't really have a solid backup right
look,
now in that
look, look,
quarterback
look, look.
room.
Everybody said the same shit last year. Oh, y'all putting all this pressure on Sam Darnold, man. I'm
But
just
Sam
saying,
Darnold is a
Sam
veteran. He's a
Darnold's not
veteran,
gonna
man.
go out
He's been
there. I think
around.
you said we was only gonna win 4 games or win
He's
six
been
games or
around.
some shit in the
He's been
beginning of the
around.
season last year. You said we was barely gonna win. Like I ain't gonna lie,
Nah.
Sam Darnold's
But
not gonna
Sam
do it.
Darnold's been
You go,
around though. That's what you failing to realize. You putting this rookie on the like you just talking about. You putting it on a person that ain't played a lick of NFL football. He got hurt
don't matter.
in the preseason. He got hurt
Hey,
in the
that
summer.
made it even
He got
better
hurt. No, that
because
makes you
last year
even
he got
weaker.
to
That means
really
you got hurt
watch.
before we was even putting on pads for real and
Hey,
really
that made it
practicing.
even
You
better
probably don't
because
even get hit regardless. I don't know how they practice, but
that made it
either way, go ahead.
that made it even better
Hell
because
no, no.
because last year he really that's all he did. He literally got to watch. They had the camera in Sam Darnold's helmet, so he literally got to watch everything that Sam Darnold was seeing. He got to see. So imagine seeing something like, oh, he's open, and you know what I'm saying. He got to realize what Sam Darnold was seeing through his vision. You know what I'm saying, through his camera on his helmet, like, okay, he looked over there, he looked over there. The play was to JJ, but JJ wasn't open, but he somehow seen Addison over here, you know what I'm saying, open or whatever. He got to really study. And on top of that, he was there watching film with our defensive players,
Mm-hmm.
asking them, like, okay, how do you read defenses? How can you do this and do that? Just so he knows, like Tom Brady, facts. This is what the greats do. You know what I'm saying? This is what Tom Brady does, just so he knows
Man,
how
that
the
shit don't
defense
transpire to
can
the
look.
field how
You're
you think it's
funny. You
going. No,
funny. You funny.
that shit ain't gonna
It does.
it ain't gonna
It
translate on
does,
the
man.
field.
It
And
does.
you
And
don't know
basically,
that. You don't know he hasn't took a real snap yet. That's why I say he's not taking nothing but practice snaps. I'm not saying that he won't be able to build this team and be promising later on, but right now I don't think he's that guy for y'all. You feel me? Right now, he ain't that quarter.
so.
He ain't gonna get y'all to the Super Bowl. He ain't gonna get y'all
I
past the
think
first
so.
round that y'all been
I
trying to
think so.
do.
And if not this year, I know for a fact next year he will. His second year, he'll be for sure already in there. But I think his
Hell
first
no.
year, I think he does. I ain't gonna lie. I think we pull a rabbit out the hat.
I
I
don't
think
think
we
so.
do. I think we
Um,
pull a rabbit out the hat on everybody, and everybody says, "Oh my God, the Vikings just won their first national championship." You know what I'm saying? Their first Super Bowl ever. You know You know what I'm saying?
Man, you niggas finna
It's
pull.
just there. If you see JJ, you just know Jamar Chase went to the Super Bowl.
You niggas
Eventually,
finna
JJ gonna go
pull.
to the Super Bowl. He's the best wide receiver in the game.
Y'all finna pull out 6 wins, nigga.
Oh my God! If you think that, that's funny as hell. Think about it. We're gonna beat the Bears both times. We're gonna beat the Packers both times,
Why do you think
and
y'all gonna beat the
eh,
Packers both times?
because they're not fucking with us. They just lost. They just lost a
Who
lot of their
fucking
players.
is
They
this
just lost. Hey, your
Jalen?
boy Alexander, he's not over there no more. Yair or whatever his
It
name
don't
is, he's
matter.
not over there no
You
more.
talking
Yeah,
about
he
one
does.
cornerback that still
Yeah,
got
but guess
nigga
what?
number
They
put. He
lost a
got
couple
scared
other.
to play,
They
nigga. He
lost
was
the other.
scared to play, nigga. Don't talk about a nigga that was
They
scared to
lost a
play.
couple other players too. That was key
It don't
players on their
matter.
team.
I'm not in the
So
Packers
they're not
fan,
the
so you
same
feel me? But
Packers.
I don't think y'all niggas
Hey,
finna just beat him like how
Zakir.
y'all how you.
Hey, Zakir, what up, nigga? Your Packers is ass.
That nigga's crazy.
Hey, nigga, Zakir be on there. Yeah, Zakir. Your Packers, I told the nigga already, man. He ain't fucking, the Packers ain't fucking with my Vikings.
But
On top
yeah,
of that, the
nigga.
Packers ain't the same no more, man. That's why they quarterback want to come to
So
our team because he
who's the
sees it. He
who's
sees it.
the who's the front runner for the chip? You feel me? If you ain't being biased with your team, do you think your team can really get all the way to the chip and really win this year?
Yeah,
Or
I really feel that. I told you last year I felt special about them and what they do, 14-3. I feel even more special
why do
about them
you think? But
this year.
the same
And
special with don't get y'all past the first round. That's not nothing to feel special about. It get to a point where
look,
it get to a
look,
point for
look.
look, nah. Listen, hear me out real quick. Look.
Go ahead. Go
As a
ahead.
team, as a player that, I said as a player, if I was a player,
Hey, yeah, yeah. We that
it's
into it though.
yeah. But as a person whose team is playing and not making the playoffs, when we finally make the playoffs again, it's going to be something to be that's worthwhile. You guys are consistently making it and not going past the first round. At some point in time, it's gonna be like, well, this is the peak. This is all it's gonna be. You know, I don't think y'all gonna get past that first round. Until y'all do, y'all fans are gonna get tired of being first round bounces. You know, with these great records, like I feel like it's gonna always you gonna always be able to talk your shit, but you guys are just as mediocre as the teams that's making the wild card. You feel me? You
You're
guys,
funny, bro. Look, I tell you like this: our defense last year was a problem. This year, our defense is 2 times better. So if we was a problem last year, that's why I know for a fact this year we're going to be a problem. Our defense is going to put J.J. McCarthy in the game just like they did Sam Darnold last year.
yeah,
Everybody talks about how Sam Darnold came in and played good. Yes, he did come in and play good, but look at the defense. Every
no,
game that we played, we made him be able to get the ball these times and stop these people, so he was able to come in and have energy because we just make these team 3 and out or something like that, but not just because not energy. You're gonna be still tired, but you know what I mean. Pumped up,
yeah,
as
I
in
get you. I
hyped
got
up,
you.
like yeah, nigga, we
Yeah,
just got them off the field. We back on, yeah. So that brings more confidence, which is balling out like how he played. Sam Darnold played with a
nah,
bunch of
no,
confidence because he's
hell
seen our
no.
defense playing. He did. He's seen our defense playing good. On top of that, he's playing with Justin Jefferson and playing with
Nigga
all
said he's
these
seen our defense
spectacular
playing good.
players. That's going to also
We gonna
make
be
him want
real.
to,
Let's be
be
real about
confident
what was
too.
happening.
And that's what JJ is too. He's confident, and
All
that's
he
why
was
he don't give
doing,
a fuck about what people think.
all he was doing was getting put in great field position. I feel like the defense was able to put him in great field position. You know, in a lot of situations, getting these 3 and outs, like you were saying, being able to get the 3 and outs, getting these turnovers and shit like that. But I feel like Sam Darnold was just like I said, he just knew how to make the right play. I feel like and that's why I kept telling you even last year about what I told you. I feel like he's gonna be the reason y'all lose. He's not that guy to get y'all over that hump. And yet again, you feel me? It happened. First round bounce. And, and that was a win that you guys were supposed to win. I feel like even though the Seahawks, I mean, not the Seahawks, but even though the Lions were the higher seed, I mean, I said the Lions, the Rams, you guys were supposed to win. You feel me? I feel like you guys got bounced once again by the weaker
Yeah,
team.
but you gotta realize we got bounced because our offensive line was injured. Our best offensive lineman, Christian Darsall, he was out. He got injured like a couple
Uh,
weeks before that for
can
what
I
the
ask you a
Packers
question?
game.
Do you feel like
So
you
we
guys
had to
lose
replace
that you
him.
guys still
We had
had
to
Kirk
replace him,
Cousins?
and our offensive line was back. But guess what we did this year? We went and got the two top five best
Would y'all have
offensive
won?
linemen
Would
from the
y'all have won
Colts.
if y'all had Kirk Cousins?
No, we wouldn't
No.
have won with anybody because our offensive line, nigga. Sam
Oh
Darnold
man,
got
oh
sacked hella
man.
times that game. It wasn't really all on Sam Darnold like how everybody was saying. Even people,
Ain't
other
nobody
Viking
blamed it
players
on
and shit that
Sam
watched the game,
Darnold like
they,
that. We
bro,
blamed
other
it on you
Viking fans
guys
will tell
just
you
you guys
it
finally
wasn't all on
choked.
Sam Darnold. Our
It was that
offensive
choke.
line crumbled because the Lions was getting in on there, and the Rams did the same shit. The Rams was getting in there, and we couldn't do nothing because nigga, by the time JJ was open, Sam Darnold was already sacked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they was getting in
But
there on us, just like the Eagles did to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They was getting there on us, but we went and got two, like I said, two of the best top five offensive linemen from the Colts in the game. So we have two top five offensive linemen on top of we getting our boy Christian Darrisaw back when he's already a top five damn near offensive lineman already. So now we're gonna have three stars on Madden. When you look on that offensive line, it's gonna be three stars, nigga. So we gonna
uh,
be we gonna be cool on that
uh,
blocking on that Madden, man.
my
You know what I'm
thing
saying? Just
is,
like we gonna be cool in real life.
like I said, that don't matter. Like I said, I feel like when it comes to the game, but if you don't show up on any given Sunday, man, like Willie Beeman, you don't show up, you're gonna lose every time. And I feel like you guys just ain't got that team, bro. Or not even you guys got the team, you guys don't got the quarterback. You just so, but yeah, you guys don't got that quarterback. I feel like, and that's all it is. Ultimately, I think that's what it is. You guys got to find that quarterback. If not, this time and this era is gonna end soon. Especially if it ain't JJ. Cause I feel like JJ, the old JJ, you know, the old JJ. I think thought Kirk was the guy, was the move. But the new JJ, if he's not it, you feel me? JJ, the old JJ is gonna leave. Fucking
I'm
dog.
not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
The new JJ is it. And that's what I'm saying. I see Tom Brady in that boy so much. You know what I'm saying? People don't see it, you know?
Tom
Yeah, it's
Brady.
saying. And
These
when it
little
when it
Brady's.
happens, you gonna see we're gonna come back to this. Watch.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back to this. I'm gonna be showing clips like yo, bug, nigga, remember this? You know what I'm saying? I'll be showing clips. Cause I'm telling you, he gonna be like Tom Brady.
Yeah, like I told you, I like him. I don't take nothing from him, but I don't think he's gonna be that right now. Early in his career, I think it's gonna take some time for that
Early A,
development.
bro. He gonna be the
And
white Bruce Leroy. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have a glow
but
early in
yeah,
his
man,
career.
I feel like overall,
Early in his
I think
career.
my pick, if I have to just throw out a pick, I don't want to linger on this same subject too. But yeah, I think the pick for me, I think to lead it, not my Raiders. It's not my Raiders. You feel me? That's just
Yeah.
me throwing out my team, being biased. I'm gonna do it. But shit, I feel like it's up for grabs right now. I think the Lions is promising. I think they up there again. And in the AFC, I think Baltimore might have a shot. I think Baltimore might get it together and finally figure it out. I think Baltimore figures it out and I think gets there. You know, and gets it done. I think to get there, get it done, and Lamar wins the ring. I think that'd be big. That'd be big. But yeah, I think Lamar wins it this year. And I think Baltimore is my favorite. Too.
Okay. We're gonna talk about how you feel about. All right. Who is the greatest six man of all time? Who's the
Uh,
greatest six man of all time?
this man, time. Like, like, are we talking about like? I would say like, for me, Lou Will.
Will.
Yeah, Lou Will, Lou Will, or what we consider Lamar Odom a six man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lou Will and Lamar Odom would be my two. Lou Will, Lamar Odom.
Will Lamar Odom. I ain't gonna lie. My greatest six man probably would be Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom. Yeah, I say Lou Will, Lamar Odom.
Lamar
Third,
Odom.
third would be Jay Crawford. I feel like Jamal Crawford would be my third.
Nah, I got six man. I got Shannon Brown.
Shannon Brown. All time, no six man, no. I don't
You
think he
gotta
cracked.
think he played a big ass part in that championship with my Lakers.
But
And he
that's one time, bro. We talking about just a role, bro. Like I said, the six man is like a role for real, almost in a way. This is like he's like the
hey, six man to me is like, come on, bro. You're the best six man. You know what I'm
I
saying? So
don't think you
you
can
don't
give it
really
to him
get
like that.
respect like that for being you're the sixth man. So to me, I feel like even if you had a couple of years being the best six man, you're still considered probably in the GOAT category for the best six man because you had that run.
Nah, hell no. It ain't
Eddie
nothing to
House is
it.
another one.
Then it would be Jason Terry. You feel
Yeah,
me? You
Jason
feel
Terry
me?
is my GOAT. I think
You
he's the
feel me?
greatest all time,
You
best
feel
six
me?
man
I
ever.
feel like like I don't think
Jason
Shannon
Terry.
Brown even cracks the list. Then that's how I say Shannon Brown would be below everybody that we just named.
Look, man, Shannon
That's
Brown,
how like
aka Chris Brown, aka Monica's husband. That
like it don't
man was a
matter.
baller.
I don't
You know what
think
I'm
it
saying?
matters what position you played. I just feel
That
like
man
if you
was
were able to
a
come in
baller.
and get yours, off the bench, I feel like you were that guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I feel like Lance Stevenson would be one of my six men off the bench. You feel me?
Lance Stevenson is you
Then,
can put
like,
Lance Stevenson.
because after he got
You can
hurt,
put
he
him in there.
became a bench player. So I feel like he would have been one of my six men of the year. He feel me coming off the bench. You feel me when he was doing his thing. Cause he was a bucket, you feel me? He came in, he had actual game, you feel me? That he could come in and get you buckets.
Nah, you ain't lying.
Or even Barbosa. Barbosa was another six man nigga that was good. Like I said, it just depends. And if I say Shannon Brown, I don't think it's better than these people that were naming. You feel me?
I ain't gonna
And if I
lie.
say I'm not gonna say Ginobili just because Ginobili wasn't a six
I
man,
can't look at the
you know,
stats, but Shannon
in the
Brown was a
prime,
bad boy. Shannon
Huh?
Brown was a bad boy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, those would be my top. You feel me? I gave you mines. I think Lil Will, you feel me, takes the cake. I think Lil Will is for sure
Lil
bucket.
Will takes the cake. You got me fucked up, nigga. Actually, Ginobili takes the cake, nigga.
You said Mano Ginobili?
Ginobili
But that's what I was
takes the
gonna say. I'm
cake.
like, is we gonna consider him a six man, like
Yes,
throughout? Because I feel like the majority of
yes.
his career, he was in that lineup in the starter. You know, so
Nah,
I don't.
six man.
All right, I give you that.
Majority
Like,
of his career, he was a six man. I think he only started actually a couple years, to be real. And
he
everything else,
started a little. He was period that time that Mano
nigga.
Ginobili with that hair nigga was a starter, man. So you feel me? No,
Nah,
yeah,
nah,
not that.
nah. I don't think he was. That's what I'm saying. I think he still was a six man, bro. You talking about the
I'm
long
gonna
hair
have to do
Ginobili?
some homework. You feel me? Give me. You feel me? I think he was a starter though, y'all. I'm not sure. I gotta do homework. I ain't gonna sit there and act
Yeah,
like I'm an
nah.
expert. Nigga, I ain't got the numbers right in front of me, but I think he was a starter. You feel me? I'm
Yeah,
gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know later.
yeah, yeah.
Feel me?
But shit, I ain't gonna lie, shit. So you rolling with the Thunder? I got Pacers. You
For
rolling with the
sure.
Thunder?
Pacers. Pacers, Thunder. Yeah, I'm going with the Thunder. Thunder finna be thundering all over. What that nigga Michael Beasley say? Finna be tap dancing all over the court.
Yeah. Michael Beasley and Joe Johnson. Who you
Yeah.
got?
Michael Beasley and Joe Johnson. I don't know. I think I still got Beasley, but I feel like like I said, if they call these travels and these carries and shit like that, if they really, cause there's money on the line, and niggas talking
Yeah,
about real money now, nigga, it ain't just
yeah,
100,000. You feel me?
yeah,
Type shit.
yeah,
So like now that it's real money or something, I feel like niggas gonna have to play some real basketball. You gonna get some real calls. And if it's not, you feel me? I think Bailey still comes out on top. You feel me? If it's not like that, if they don't give you no real calls, and you can still play his game and the style that he go, come with the just regular two dribble, boom, the shit, 2-3 dribble or whatever they was doing.
yeah.
I think Beasley wins. Again, but not to take nothing from ISO Joe. You feel me? Like I said, I feel like if he gets
I ain't
hot, he
gonna
gets
lie,
hot.
ISO Joe, bro. I'm rocking with ISO Joe. I feel like he's much bigger. You know what I'm saying? ISO Joe's like 6'9", 6'10", 6'9", 6'10", 240.
Yeah,
So yeah, he got a little size on him on top of, he's like 6'9", 6'10". So yeah, I think he'll be able to shoot over Michael Beasley easy. And not even just that, I think he'll be able to back him down and hit him with a couple of fadeaways or, a couple of little lean in shots and stuff too. So I ain't gonna lie, if Michael Beasley get the ball though, you know what I'm saying, and get on fire, he can easily take it too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's
yeah. That's
also
what I
about who
said.
got that ball in their hands. So
It's
I
all
think,
good.
it could go either way. But,
It's all
I'm rocking with Joe. I'm rocking with ISO Joe, man.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like nigga, I feel like Beasley. Like I said, I feel like Beasley go get hot quicker. You feel me? But also,
Yeah,
ISO Joe can do his thing. I feel like it all. Like I said, it all depends on how the game gets refereed. I feel like, and
yeah,
I feel like, but like I said, there's gonna be money on the line this time if they do make it happen. And I feel like it's gonna be a little different than what we saw previous with the Lance Stevenson.
Okay, okay. Hey, so how do you feel about the BET Awards? The BET Awards 2025 just passed up.
Uh,
It was on Monday. Kevin Hart was
BT Wars,
they had
man.
and that. They had Drewski. Everybody was there. They did the iconic tribute awards and stuff to Jamie Foxx, Mariah Carey, Kurt Franklin, Snoop Dogg. And then they did the whole little 25-year anniversary for 106 in Park. And Bow Wow also got a tribute because he missed 106 in Park and stuff like that. I finally, got to watch the BT Awards this year, excuse me. And it was dope. I liked it. I don't know why. I feel like, they really did their thing this year in BT Awards. Usually, I feel like even the performances be dry. The crowd don't be really into to it, nothing because they be weak performances. But I feel like this year they did that thing. And even seeing Kendrick Lamar and seeing a lot of faces there, it also, I feel like, made it like, okay, I ain't seen Kendrick at the BET
Let's
Awards in
go
a
to the
minute.
Heat.
And then they also gave him an award, So I feel like they also
But yeah, fool, that's good to hear, man. Yeah, man, that's how we gonna end that one, man. Just like that, you feel me? Wait a minute, podcast. Go check that out. You feel me? Hit the like button, you feel me? Subscribe, share this motherfucker, man. Get us popping. We out.
Hey, you still in here, Bug? You still in here, Bug? Bug. Hey, y'all, my bad, man. My phone had died and stuff. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. We're gonna end it. That's my bad. Bug is gone, but I just want to apologize. But we're gonna end it, y'all, like that. We'll be back with more and more content. I'll make sure next time my phone don't die neither. I apologize, y'all. But we're gonna be back with more content, and we be back. Back. All right, we be back. Love y'all. We out. Yada right. Whoa.